Follow-ups, guys. Follow-ups are critical. You don't want to do follow-ups because they're a total pain. You really wanted to make that sale in the first instance, but we don't always make the sale in that first instance, okay? Like ideally, it's either a yes or it's a no on the initial call, but it doesn't always happen, okay? Now, make sure you are doing these follow-ups because you have spent a large amount of time invested in this customer to make sure that they are on board and you've provided the solution to their pain. So do not write that off. They have invested. You want to make sure that you add another 5 minutes, another 10 minutes to that call until they tell you to rack off, okay? Now this is especially important for big ticket sales and for quotes because you have invested a lot of time quoting. You've probably driven out to their house, you've measured up their backyard, you've measured up their lighting solution, you've measured up their air conditioning solution, okay? You have spent considerable amount of time. You do not want to lose this quote. You certainly don't want it to let it sit hanging in the air without a resolution. Okay, so how often should you follow up these quotes? How often should you do these follow-ups with your clients you've already spoken to? Now, you should be doing this twice a week minimum, okay? Now, don't ring at the same time every day. Some people, they won't pick up the phone at 10 o'clock because they're just not available, okay? So one day do it at 10 o'clock, the next do it at midday, the next do it at 1 o'clock, the next do it at 5 o'clock, the next do it at 8 o'clock in the night time, the next do it on a Saturday morning, okay? Make sure you continue to call these customers until they just tell you either I'm not interested in your product and they tell you why, or they buy and they thank you for actually taking the time out of your days to actually give these guys a call and make them come on board because that is what you were trying to achieve. Thanks guys, that is all about how often to do a follow-up and why you should be doing them.